Fucking New England. Gotta torch everything. Gotta torch everything. Everything needs to be torched. Unbelievable. What's up? What's up? We got another Subaru in today. First day back from vacation. What the fuck is that? Oh, got shit all over me. First day back from vacation after the 4th of July. It's like 90 something degrees, and I'm torching shit. Nothing new there. That's New England for you. And obviously, one of the probably most torchable of vehicles in New England is going to be the Subaru. I've got an 07 Outback in today that needs a whole bunch of shit. But the only thing they want me to do is the front ball joints. So they got play in one of them. We're going to do both of them as a pair. And I'm going to show you guys. Got a tool that's going to make this job a whole hell of a lot easier. I've seen people do all sorts of shit for ball joints, removing them on the Subarus. They get pretty stuck in there. This tool that I use, I've found to be perfect for this. It's specifically made for Subarus and ball joints. This one is made by Astro. I'll show you guys here. So this guy here, Astro Subaru ball joint puller. 78620 is the number of the tool for difficult to remove seized, rusted, and or corroded bolt and Subaru ball joints, which is all of them if you live in New England. Real simple shit. Basically, the tool has a, you can kind of see there, it's got a threaded inside that threads to the stud of the ball joint. And then on the other side, there's a nut. I believe this is a 24 millimeter nut. And when you thread it onto that stud, you hammer on the nut. And essentially what it does as you're hammering on that is it's going to, where it's attached, pull down. The top sleeve is going to go around the ball joint, and it's going to let the ball joint go inside and come out on the stud. Makes this job a whole hell of a lot easier than all the weird, pullers and hammering and whatever else you want to do to get the shit out. Obviously, because it's a New England car, torches are going to generally be needed on like 99 out of 100 of these to get that pinch bolt out. But once that pinch bolt is removed, I'll show you kind of up here, which, obviously required torching. Just kind of be patient with it, heat up, this area through here, not the threads. Like on this one, there was no nut on the back side of it. It was basically just the threaded bolt, pinch bolt, that they'll call it. And I'll show you guys here. This one from Subaru. I got the ball joints from Subaru because honestly, they're not that expensive. I think they list out at like $50 or something like that. So for the OEM ball joint, I mean that's not that bad. Plus that way they're gonna fit it. All right, so for this one, basically you're going to have the ball joint. This is the ball joint. It's the part number for it. Got the other ball joint here. So we're doing both sides. And then you've got these new pinch bolts. Put a little grease on these guys. And then I usually get a new castle nut. Usually the threads are pretty stretched, pretty beat up on the old ones when they come off. In this case, the nuts were just corroded, so this is a good time to replace these as well. So basically, what this tool is going to do, is we're going to thread it onto this stud here. So you'll slide this kind of over, into that and thread it on there. Get it as many threads as you can, and then we'll kind of hold it away from the lower control arm, but it'll suck itself up against there like that, and then pop it out. So I gotta use both my hands for this, so I'm going to get this set up and then show you guys how easy this thing is. Alright, so now you can see we got it threaded in to that little collared insert that goes inside. Thread it up as much as you can until it stops, and then it'll kind of just start spinning the ball joint. But now what we can do is get a 24 millimeter on that. We're going to hammer it until it, you know, syncs up flush with the bottom here of the knuckle, and then it should just pull the thing right out for us. Just like that, you have your ball joint. Nothing to it. So now you can see that's your old crusty, awful, bad ball joint. They season like crazy. So what we're going to do is just kind of, now that we got the old one out, we're kind of clean the surface of the knuckle where it kind of contacts all these. You know, sand it down if need be, hit it with a little bit of grease, and then we can pop the new one in. So now I've got the new ball joint in line. What I usually like to do, like I said, put a little grease on it. I'll put the cotter nut, or just castle nut, on the stud, couple of threads, and I'll get the ball joint kind of started in there. Now, if you need to, if it gets to, you know, too tight or anything like that, you can take that slit here where you got a little, let's see if I can get a better angle here. This guy up here, there's a little slit here opening. You can drive a pry bar in that or something to kind of open it up and it'll slide in. Usually I've found you don't have to kind of beat that up. You can basically get it in place like this and then, you know, take a, you know, rubber mallet or you know, side of a hammer or anything. You know, you can even use the old nut if you're, you know, afraid to kind of damage this, but just to not damage the threads. And then I'll just kind of, you know, start tapping it into place like this. Just kind of get it a little bit situated. Now, obviously, you want this bottom ridge to rest up against here. So we'll just tap that until that's set in. And then once you get it level like that, your new pinch bolt should line up nice and easy. You just start to thread it in top here until it's all the way through. And once that's through, you can put the axle back. I usually take it out just because whenever you have to heat this bolt, there's the chance you're going to catch that boot on fire. So you're taking the ball joint out anyway, just pop the axle out, save yourself the headache. And then you'll just pry down on the lower control arm to get this ball joint back in over here. Alright, so now we got the new pinch bolt tightened up. We got the ball joint back in the control arm. We got the new castle nut on the arm, attaching the ball joint there. Got a hole nice and lined up. You can see through there for the new cotter pin. So get that bolt in there, tighten those to, you know, a torque spec that no one really cares about, and secure it with the cotter pin here, right there. And then you guys can, you know, feel free to argue about which way you like to bend your cotter pins. I tend to go for the one on one side, one on the other, but hey, whatever keeps it going down the road, I guess, man. Try to do it with one hand here for you, but I go usually one way wrap around there and one way wrapping around there. Alright, that's about it. I mean, it's a pretty simple job. Obviously the biggest things are getting like the pinch bolt out, which you'll more than likely need heat if you're in the north. Southern mechanics, I don't know, maybe you guys will have an easier time probably with, you know, everything. So like I said, this is the tool. There's other ones out there like it, I'm sure. This is the one that I use. It's Astro Subaru ball joint puller 78620. It's a really good tool for the price. It's not much. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon for, you know, $30 or something. Don't quote me on that, but I remember it being pretty cheap, and I've used it a lot of times, and it's held up really well. Hasn't broken. There's not many parts to it to break. So this is a really good tool, especially if you are in a shop and you do a lot of Subaru ball joints like I do. This thing pays for itself first time you use it, and many times over. It does say on it what usage, you know, it'll fit. So most Subarus, honestly, they're all about the same with the ball joints. So, you know, it's got Subaru Baja 2003 and up, Forester 98 and up, Impreza 93 and up, Legacy 90 and up, Outback 2000, and more. So just about any Subaru that has this, you know, lower ball joint setup. It'll save you a hell of a lot of time, instead of, you know, just beating it with a hammer and doing all sorts of, you know, goofy shit to get those ball joints out. They season like crazy, as do just about everything on these. So that's about it. I just wanted to show you guys it's a pretty easy job when you got the right tool for the job. You know, it'll pop one of these bad boys out in no time. So, you know, we knocked one of these out in, you know, very short amount of time, and now we got plenty of time to do the same on the other side. So if you like this video, if you like these kinds of videos, let me know. I'll try to make more of them. Been a lot of Subarus coming in lately, so getting a lot of Subaru stuff to do, but you know, there'll be other things, and I'll try to keep you guys updated with what's going on here in this extremely hot shop day to day. Peace.